But although Mode 1, the slowest change, might give your passengers' necks a slightly easier time, you can actually make even smoother changes in Mode 6, the fastest change, just by giving a little lift of the throttle. We'll just demonstrate. Select third gear, build up the revs, up, lift, woof, through it goes. Didn't notice that at all. Well, blasting up and down through the gears, the computer tells me I'm only getting about 15 miles per gallon, but then for this sort of performance, that's not that bad. That means my range is only about 220 miles, so I've got to fill up. After another couple of hours, we reached our overnight stop at La Rochelle, where we suddenly realised quite how ordinary the car looks. Only a connoisseur would spot the telltale M5 details. But then, to the executives who buy these, the discreet styling is just as important as the awesome performance. Morning, crew. Hey, look, I want you to listen to the engine start up. It's a bit bizarre for all the beautiful sounds of yesterday, because actually on tick-over, it can sound a bit rough. Hard enough to E10 until you just press the throttle there. Another thing I want you to look at is this heads-up display I've been using all the way down with a sat-nav. And it's brilliant because the whole route here, I haven't had to take my eyes off the road at all. And I think these displays will be a must-have for all the cars of the future. Time to go, pack the camera away. Come on, let's get on the road. Considering that a Ferrari 575 has just 7 extra horsepower and yet costs nearly 100 grand more, the £62,000 M5 is a bit of a bargain, which makes it even more enjoyable. We soon got to Pau, and even the rain didn't spoil the thrill of finally driving around a track I'd only seen in old movies. After Monaco, it's the second oldest street circuit. The darling is boom, boom, boom. But today, racing is saved for high days and holidays. So it was up the road to sister track Pau Arnaud for the final part of our test. Now, at the end of this pit straight, there's an amazing blind right leg goes up to fourth gear. You just clip the one curve and it just throws you to the left bud. The boss, two right-handed which, if you want to fun, can be taken as one. Understeer there, ice, oh, with a snap of oversteer at the end. It's a hell of a track. Down the second, to the left, right. Oh, silly bit, one way, then put more up the other way. Oversteer on the way out. Oh, I think you could get a bit carried away. You have to remember, the M5 is a big heavy car. You've got to have a little bit of respect. That weight just throws the front end, and of course when you're braking in long braking distances, you just need a bit more room. The car's slightly lazier in its reactions. Amazing is the brakes are holding up brilliantly for such a tight circuit. One more, flick it, power, now on the throttle then, oh, max out, catch it on the throttle, bit more throttle, now lift up the throttle as we dive into the corner. You've got to remember, I've driven this car, concentrating. You've got to remember I've driven this car all the way from England with all our luggage and the camera kit. And now I'm doing this to it. What a car! It's got heart beating, that's for sure. Unfortunately, the waiting list is such that if you ordered one today, it wouldn't arrive until mid-2007. However, join us in a moment and we'll show you a way of getting an M5 fix a bit quicker with our latest 5th gear competition.
Since MG Rover went bust, there are thousands of their brand new cars waiting to be sold. You may think it's best to avoid them, but actually, there may never have been a better time to buy one. The administrators and dealers are obviously trying to sell cars as quickly as possible, but to get the stocks down, which run to tens of thousands, it's going to take some heavy discounting, which means a whole load of potential bargains for astute car buyers. But But a cheap car isn't a bargain car if it's rubbish. So to avoid embarrassing mistakes, we've done some homework for you. Our first recommendation is to avoid the Rovers and stick with the sportier MG models. With their gruntier engines and firmed up suspensions, you'll be much happier. But please avoid the MG TF. Ask Tiff about the way it handles and be prepared to watch a grown man cry. The ZR, based on a 25, is also worth avoiding. It's too cramped inside and there are much better, more modern sporty hatchbacks. And so we're down to the two MGs we think you should seriously consider buying while you still can. The ZS and the ZT. The secret, though, is to get exactly the right spec. First, the ZS, and the model we think you should go for is the 180. It may be based on an early 90s Honda Civic, but it's got a lusty V6 engine and it will do 140. The list price for this saloon version is £17,295. But what's the lowest price you can get one for today? Well, we went on a tour of the dealers to find out. The best showroom price we were able to negotiate was £13,999, a saving of over £3,000 on list price, and I have to say, one of the easiest deals we've ever made. Sounds good, but you can do better. After a quick search on the internet, I found one that's even cheaper, at £12,845. This site is called AutoEbid.com, and that price of just under £13,000 is the highest you'll pay. Once you've committed to buying, dealers with cars to shift compete to offer you the lowest price and make the sale. There is a commission of £250, but that still means a saving of at least £4,000 on a ZS 180. When it comes to the ZT, based on a 75, we reckon the one you should go for is the 190, preferably in SE trim. It's got a lovely 2.5-litre V6 engine, a good chassis, and what's more, it does well in reliability surveys. The list price for this one is £26,555, but what's the least you can pay for one today? In this case, it was our extensive trawl of dealerships that threw up the best deal. CD Bremel in Aylesbury offered us one for £18,999, a saving of £7,500. There are great cars available at great discounts. So, is there a catch? Well, actually, there are a few. First, you won't get the typical 3-year manufacturer's warranty, but all is not lost. The deals we found included 1 year's free warranty from an independent company, and you can extend that yourself if you want to. Warranty Direct offered 3 years cover for £790 on each of our cars. With dealerships quickly disappearing, you won't get any servicing cover either, but parts supply isn't a problem. Finally, you shouldn't bank on your MG holding its value that well. MG Rovers have never been renowned for their residuals, but since when has buying a new car been an investment? At least those big discounts sweeten the deal. It may sound a cold and mercenary thing to say, but the fact of the matter is, there's never been a better time to buy an MG.
Earlier you saw the awesome new M5. Now here's a chance of winning its equally impressive predecessor. Only about 1,500 of these ever came to the UK, and our immaculate example comes with a TV and sat-nav. It's a pussycat around town, and with 4 seats and mega performance, it's the only car you'll ever need. If we weren't giving it away, I'd have it for myself. For a chance of winning, just answer this question. When referring to Britain's road network, what sort of road is the M5? Is it A, a motorway, B, a dual carriageway, or C, a green lane? Call 09015339955 to enter, or text GEAR plus A, B or C to 81555. Lines close at midday on Monday the 6th of June. We'll remind you of those numbers at the end of the show. Alternatively, go to our website, where you'll also find details of the high-quality downloads now available from our archives.
Monaco, the most glamorous tax haven in the world. Home to the evocative Grand Prix. It's long been a favourite haunt of racing drivers. Residents include Jenson Button, David Coulthard, and me. But I have to say the novelty of living in Monaco soon wears off. It's just not home. It's all well and good living above the start-finish straight when the Grand Prix comes to town, but for the rest of the year, life around here can be a bit dull. That's, of course, apart from this week. Because this week, the Grimaldi Forum, Monte Carlo's version of the NEC, is hosting the Top Marks Motor Show. It's a motor show for high rollers, where the rich come to choose their next indulgence. We decided to find out what's currently tempting the world's wealthiest. And the first thing that took my eye was an even faster version of a fifth-gear favourite, the Pagani Zonda F. Capable of 214 miles an hour, lots of small detail changes have supposedly perfected the original design, but you still get matching driving shoes made by the Pope's cobbler. The cost, £383,000. Which is small change compared with what you need to buy this fella. Right now, this is the next big headline in supercars. This is the Bugatti Veyron. Spec-wise, well, it reads like a who's who. We've got a V16, we've got an 8-litre, it's got 1,000 horsepower, it's good for over 250 miles an hour. It's just beautiful, I love it. Barry, come and have a look at, get yourself in there and have a look at that. It's just an absolute work of art. Now, I see these cars, or I see the prototype for this car every other week when I go out to a research facility up in Warwickshire where they're testing this day and night. It sounds amazing. It looks, well, mind-numbingly quick. Let's have a look inside. Wow, I mean, it just doesn't get a lot better than this. The price? It's going to cost you £700,000. The show also saw the launch of the MBR EOS. Due in 2007, it'll be a three-seater with a central driving position. The emphasis is firmly on sophisticated aerodynamics. The price is £400,000, although these fancy side wings are an £8,500 extra. Here's an interesting one. This is Spain's first attempt at a supercar. This is the Tramontana, built in Barcelona. Well, 500 horsepower, V12, good for 180 miles an hour. Quite an interesting layout in here. Come and have a look at this, Barry. This is obviously a mock-up. Tandem style. I think it's a bit of a dog's dinner, to be honest. Anyway, moving on. Not everybody at the show was trying to show off a supercar. Take the Aucklander Duke, which was demonstrated to me by the company's magnificent spokeswoman.
Jason, would you like to
Come on, then.
for a little go?
All right, let's rock and roll.
Let's rock and roll.
This 50-grand modern-day contraption is steered with stiff reins, uses a 3-cylinder diesel and tops out at 12 miles an hour. As the company say, it's designed for the person who has everything. Now, the show's not just about fantastic cars. There's also another element. Come with me. The show also caters for the super rich's desire for super yachts. Take Masquerade, a 140-footer made by the Rolls-Royce of big boats, Fedship. Right, if you follow me through, I'll give you a bit of a guided tour. Now, this is the main salon. Obviously, we've got a lounge area, got dining for 12. Now, this is where the boss would sleep. Not too bad, is it? So we got a bit of a day bed here and a gorgeous deck for sunbathing. There's more toys up here. We've got a jet ski or two. We've got a hot tub, great stuff. And this is my personal favourite, a missile silo. The rough cost of a boat like this is around £20 million, although there is a cheaper alternative to charter it by the week from here snip at 70 grand. And I suppose once you've got your collection of supercars, this has got to be the most logical next step. Or maybe this is the sports car of the future, the Venturi Fetish, and we were the first in the world to get up close to it. Venturi are owned by former racing driver, local celeb and the second richest man in Monaco, Gildo Pastor. We met at his showroom. His little sports car is all carbon fibre and will do 0 to 60 in a very rapid 4.5 seconds. However, the top speed is going to come as a shock, just 105 miles an hour.